What's going on, guys? I just went live for the third day in a row on Instagram and Facebook, but I want to give you guys the same content, so here's a little intro. Today I took a deep dive into fitness. Not so much blood sugars as much, but a deep dive into fitness, how to make your workouts more efficient so they take less of your time while delivering even greater results. So today's also the last chance you're going to get to sign up for our free webinar happening Sunday, March 22nd at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Everyone who shows up live for the webinar, where I'm coaching on how to make at-home workouts effective and boost insulin sensitivity and all that goodness, everyone who shows up live is also going to grab my free workouts that I use myself and the workouts that I give to my clients. So go sign up at thewarriorstribe.com. There's a link down below. Click that. Go to thewarriorstribe.com. I will see you in the webinar. Now enjoy the video.
Alright, what's going on, guys? I gotta make sure. Sweet, looks like we are live in the correct group this time. Now we're gonna pop in on Instagram. And you're gonna have some fun today. Whoa, we're live everywhere! What's going on? Alright, so today I'm gonna give everybody a second to chime in and join us. But we're gonna go over a bit about fitness. And not so much the diabetic side, but about fitness itself. And kind of spill the beans, if you will, on effective workouts, how to be efficient with our time, right? And one thing I want to go over is calories. I know it's like a naughty word, right? But breaking down what it means when we say burning calories or eating too many calories, how do we know what that caloric goal should be for us, right? But also within exercise. Do different exercises achieve different results? Are there better workouts for some people? Are there worse workouts for others? Is there a single best workout that we should all be doing? Or should we all kind of go for different goals and different journeys, right? So, first things first, calories, you eat them, right? It's something we can consume. Our body uses that for energy, and when we want to go exercise, our body is using the calories that we have consumed to burn for energy and do fun stuff. Whether it's working out, whether it's running errands, you're always burning calories, okay? That is your energy source. Now, within the weight loss realm, we have a lot of fad diets, and I'm not going to talk a whole lot about the diets, but I got to get this out to you. There is no best diet for weight loss. The reason diets work is because there's a caloric deficit. In other words, it's because you're eating less calories than you were before, right? Most of the time, these things work because we're like, hey, I'm going to do this diet, and you're like super pumped about it, right? You want to jump in and make sure you do it all correctly and you follow their rules. You're losing weight because you're following the rules. Not because their diet is magical, but because you finally decided it's time for me to make a change, right? And so you end up eating less calories because you follow their rules, and as a result, you see weight loss and you're like, this is the best diet ever. Excuse me. And that's why a lot of people think that certain diets are better because they saw success with it themselves. But really, what it boils down to is calories in versus calories out. If you are eating less calories than you need to survive and get through the day, or less calories and you're working out in addition to that, you're going to see weight loss. On the other side of things, if you want to gain weight, you're going to need to eat more calories than you burn. For example, if you burn 2,000 calories a day and you're eating 2,500 calories per day, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to gain weight, right? What happens if you burn 2,000 calories a day and you eat 2,000 calories a day? Nothing happens. It's called maintenance, right? Maintenance level. You stay the same. What happens if you burn 2,000 calories a day and you eat 1,800 calories per day? You're going to lose weight, right? Yes. Exactly. So within weight loss and weight gain, I want to talk to you guys about different types of workouts, and we're going to hone in on one of them today that I've been using a lot for my at-home workouts, okay? So different exercises are always going to impact blood sugars differently. What's up? We got some people joining in on the Instagram now. Good to see you guys. So different exercises, right? They're going to impact our blood sugars as type 1 diabetics a little bit differently. And it's unfortunate, it's frustrating, and it's a whole heck of a journey in the beginning, right? For some of us, we never took the time to figure it out, isolate which types of workouts did what, and we view the whole scope of exercise as frustration. Like, why would I go to the gym if I'm just going to have to consume a bunch of glucose tabs after finishing my run? That means my run was for nothing. I might as well stay home if I have to eat all these glucose tabs or drink a juice just to stay alive, right? No. You should still go, but document, learn, right? You have to figure out how these exercises impact your blood sugar so you can be better prepared for the next time. For example, if I go to the gym and every single day I notice that I'm dropping, guess what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to starting my workouts a little bit higher blood sugar if I can. And if I can't, I'm going to have glucose tabs on hand, right? But here's the thing. Do all workouts drop us? Do all workouts drop everyone? No, definitely not. Different exercises have different impacts where cardio, right, walking, running, hiking, aerobic exercises, those typically are going to drop people that are type 1 diabetics. That's typically the response that we see. Now, it's not going to happen for everyone. I can tell you from firsthand, well, technically secondhand experience, I was chatting with an older gentleman a couple years ago. He would start out at 100, right? Unicorn, awesome blood sugar. He'd say, I'm going to go for a run. Most of us think, if I'm at 100, should I go for a run right now? I should probably have a snack first, right? Suspend my basal insulin, figure out some way to get that blood sugar higher because I know I'm going to plummet, right? Not this guy. He goes, no, if I know I'm going to go run 5 miles, which to me I'm like, that's a lot. Good for you, dude. He was like 80 too. Amazing. But for him, he's like, okay, I'm sitting at 100. I'm going to go for a run right now. I'm going to go run 5 miles. What should I do for my blood sugars? I'm going to take 2 units of insulin. What? I was blown away. I was like, did you die? And he's like, no, that's what I have to do. Like, if I don't take insulin at the beginning of my run, I will skyrocket to 300. I was like, holy cow, you take insulin for aerobic exercise. And he was like, yeah, don't you? And he had no idea. I was like, wow, this is the first time I have ever experienced this. I have never heard of anyone having that type of strategy, that they had to take insulin to go for a run. And that's because we're all unique, right? But there are general rules for this kind of stuff. So like I said, typically, aerobic exercise, cardiovascular, we're going to see a drop in our blood sugars, especially if you have insulin on board. Especially. What's up, Kiara? The other side of the equation is anaerobic, right? We have weightlifting, we have more intense exercises. Those typically will cause a rise in blood sugar. You see counter-regulatory hormones present. They're going to cause a bit of a rise in most people, at the very least, stability, which is pretty cool, right? If you want stable blood sugars while exercising, that sounds awesome, especially if you're used to the drop from aerobic activities. Now, the thing here is, with the different types of exercises, we also can mix the two. What I coach on my clients is adapting your exercises, right? Making sure that if you are dropping, stop running. If you're spiking, stop lifting. Like, figure out where you're going and use your exercise to balance out your blood sugars. But here's the thing. Different levels of intensity will yield different results within blood sugars. However, different levels of intensity will also yield different results physiologically, right? Our body composition will change if we stick to one type of intensity for our workouts. What I mean by this is, the more intense your workouts, the more likely you are to rise, but the more intense your workouts, the more results and faster results you will see. What I mean by that is, simplified, right? If you walk for 20 minutes versus if you jog for 20 minutes versus if you sprint for 20 minutes, which I don't know if anybody here can sprint for 20 minutes, that's a lot. You're going to see a significant difference in total caloric burn. In other words, you're going to lose a lot more weight and you're going to use a lot more calories in the process if you are sprinting versus walking, right? I mean, it makes sense, but hear me out. If you were to sprint for 1 minute, 1 minute and 1 minute only, you burn roughly 20 calories. If you walk for 1 minute, the same minute, if you walk, you will burn about 4 times less, 5 calories. So if we are trying to have a singular goal of weight loss, which one of these routes are we going to take? Are we going to intensify our workouts and burn things a lot faster, or are we going to slow things down and burn things a lot slower? Now there's two sides to this equation, and without getting too complicated, I'm going to try to explain this. When we do something like low intensity steady state exercise, like walking, right, our body turns to burn fat first. Okay, so our bodies want to burn fat during the lower intensity exercises, but they have to be performed for very long durations of time in order to see those results. For example, like 30 to 60 minutes to even start seeing the fat burning benefits. Now, while the higher intensity trainings are going to push ourselves and we're going to see a lot more caloric burn right off the bat, it's not going to primarily focus on burning fat, it's going to focus on other routes, right? But the results as far as caloric, you're going to see a lot faster results with high intensity. So this is why things like HIIT are super popular now, high intensity interval training. People go to this because they can use less time to achieve faster results. The idea behind it is you take a full hour workout and you scrunch it up into 20 or 30 minutes and you do it all as fast as you can. Super intense. Takes a lot of energy, dedication. You have to push yourself to the absolute max. I did what they call a Metcon exercise today, metabolic conditioning, and it's basically HIIT, high intensity interval training. You push yourself to the absolute max. You pick out 5 to 6 exercises. You know, of course, you want to find a trainer who can guide you along that process. I know what I'm doing, so I was able to create my own workout. But you find different couple of body muscle groups, right? We're going for back, legs, core, trying to include a lot of our body parts to burn more calories, get more muscles included in this process, and pick out the 6, go through all of them with a certain amount of repetitions, or you can go for time. I don't want to go too deep in this, it's getting complicated, but there's this thing called AMRAP, as many reps as possible, super great. But here's the thing, you don't just do it once. You go through all 5 or 6 exercises, take a little break, and then start over. Go through all 5 or 6 exercises, take a break, and then start over. And you do that 4 or 5 times. Oh boy, my lungs hurt today. I was like, this is ridiculous. Why am I putting myself through such pain right now? But afterwards, my legs were on fire. My core was just like crazy. It was nuts. I mean, I want to say they're all on fire, but that's just super repetitive. But my whole body was on fire. And I was like, this exercise was incredible. Absolutely loved it. So the reason it's more effective is that we're keeping our heart rate at a higher level, burning more calories for an extended period of time. Now we have high intensity interval training. The most common result in blood sugars that I've seen with HIIT is a slight rise. Some people shoot straight up, they spike. Some people stay stable. Depending on your level of activity beforehand, if it's your first workout back, HIIT might be a bit too intense, right? Maybe take a HIIT workout and spread it out over a 30 or 45 minute period of time, maybe a 60 minute. Take it slow. You don't want to push yourself to the absolute max first time back. It's a lot of strain on your heart. It's a lot of strain on your muscles that probably haven't been used in a while, right? Always take things slow at first. But today, main point I want to get to you guys is that depending on your level of intensity, you will see 2 things change. Your blood sugar impact and your caloric burn. The higher intensity will likely cause a slight rise in blood sugars. The higher intensity will also cause a faster rate of caloric burn. You will burn roughly 4 times more calories than a lower intensity exercise. So, if you're trying to be efficient with your workouts, squeeze them all together, do them really quick. Minimize your rest in between sets. Go for as many reps as possible. Back to back to back to back, rest. Back to back to back to back, rest. You see what I'm saying? Increased intensity will yield faster results. Now, there's a lot going into this with, you should be cautious, you should stretch and warm up and do all these things. There's a lot more than just doing things really fast, right? If you go and clean your whole kitchen super fast, are you going to get 6-pack abs? I don't know. Probably not, though. There's different ways to isolate and focus on different body groups and how we should structure out your week for different types of exercises on different days to achieve those maximum results, right? But That's all stuff that I want to teach you guys. I can't do it all right now, but that is why I'm teaching a free webinar tomorrow. This is the last live I'm doing on this series because the rest of the gold nuggets are going into the webinar, and it's completely free, no strings attached, doing a free training on how I made the perfect workout at home to boost my insulin sensitivity, because I've been stuck indoors a lot. Saw some higher blood sugars that I didn't like. Boost insulin sensitivity, boost metabolism so you can become a fat-burning machine, because we're all a bit more sedentary right now, right? I've been hanging on the couch, watching cartoons a little bit more than I used to, that's for sure. And lastly, it's going to help boost your immune system. The more consistent you are with exercise, the better your white blood cell count will be. It's going to raise your white blood cell count and help you fight off any sickness. I'm not saying it's going to protect you from everything, but it's an added benefit. Now, I do all of that without the expensive gym equipment, and I want to teach you guys how to do the same thing, and that is all happening tomorrow in 23 hours from right now when I'm doing this live. I want to make sure you guys have access to that. So if you're interested in getting the golden nuggets along with my workouts that I'm using right now for myself and for my clients, I'm going to give that out to everyone who shows up live to the webinar. Go to the link in our Instagram bio or go to thewarriorstribe.com. thewarriorstribe.com. Sign up there. Show up tomorrow live. You get my training and my workouts for free because we're all stuck indoors. Might as well try to maintain our level of fitness. It's going to boost your mood, insulin sensitivity, your fitness level, help you maintain the physique, the goals that you've been pushing towards this whole time. Don't let being stuck inside ruin the goals that you had set out for yourself. All right, guys? So I think that is it for today. I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of different levels of intensity affecting blood sugars and your results, right? Different types of workouts will yield different results. You have strength trainers, endurance runners, HIIT fanatics, CrossFit. Like there's so many different types of exercise. I want you guys to know how you can best create the workouts for yourself at home. Totally possible. You don't need a gym. I prefer being in the gym for sure, but they're all closed right now. So let me teach you guys how to make your workouts at home. And if you don't know where to start, use my workouts that I'm giving out for free on the webinar live tomorrow. So head over to the link in our Instagram bio or go to thewarriorstribe.com. I will see you guys there. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait for it. All right, guys, I'm going to peace out, have some dinner, and I wonder what I'm cooking tonight. Probably some broccoli, maybe some rice, some chicken. I don't know. It's going to be a good time, though. So thanks, guys, for joining me. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow in the webinar. Have an awesome night. Keep those blood sugars stable and keep up the fight.